Hey everybody, welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, Homestead in the Desert. It is the 12th, I'm pretty sure. Yep, I think it's the 12th. Anyway, look at that voltage up there. And it's 4:30 in the afternoon. And I've been working all day. But yeah, 14.2 and 14.2. I got 14.2 in the battery back. And I can hear them gurgling. I got to go turn some electrical on. I got to burn some of that up. So yesterday when I was talking to my neighbor, the dump load was on, and the heating element was warming this room up to a comfortable 70 degrees, and the batteries, I guess, liked it because they're all at peak, more than I can use right now. They're actually all at dump load or float. So I got to use some of that electricity up. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And yeah, it's been a nice, clear, sunny day. But the wind, no wind today, just a simple little breeze. So I wasn't generating extra with the breeze. I guess just the solar panels doing it. All right, let's head over to the girls' coop over here. And I want to show you something. Remember, I had a problem with one of my chickens being beheaded, and I was wondering how anything big enough to do that, behead it inside the coop and drag the body outside, could have gotten in here, because this thing is all covered with wire, and there's no large openings in here. And then one morning, I got out here, and there was a red-winged blackbird in here flying around, and he couldn't get out. He was trying to stick his body through one of these openings. He could get his head through, but his body wouldn't fit. So I said, well, how in the heck did he get in there? So today I did a fine-tooth search of this whole cage looking for what was going on, because I had to get up and close the upper flaps on the coop anyway, because the temperature's been dropping in the 40s at night. I want to keep the coop a little bit warmer. Well, right up there, that's a trap door that I have so I can get up through to work in opening and closing those flaps up there. Well, you can see up there on top of the board, I added another strip of wood. I put one there, I put one there, and I put one there. Something fairly strong enough had gone up there and pulled the wire up in between the nails that hold it down, and made an opening large enough to slip I would say probably a grapefruit or half a grapefruit through. So something fairly big was getting in there, and that's what's been terrorizing the girls. As soon as they heard me fastening those boards down, they all went inside the coop. They suddenly felt safe enough to go in the coop. So that was a good sign. I think I found the problem. So then I went around and I checked the rest of the coop, and that was the only breach that I could find. But I wonder what it was that got up on top of this cage and was strong enough to pull that and stretch the wire to make openings. There was 3 openings, one here, one over there, and one over there. So now they're all sealed down. It looked like they were trying to get a new one in over here too. But they're all sealed down well with a strip of wood across the top, so they can't do that anymore. And I think I'm going to be getting some more aviary wiring and go over this chicken wire with it, so I can keep all those little birds out of here, because they're eating me out of house at home, and the flock is getting bigger. I mean, there's got to be 70 little birds in that group. And they all come a couple of times a day, whatever their feeding schedule is. And they all come right, and they can fly right through those little holes. And they go in here, they drink up all the water, they eat up all the chicken feed, they put out whatever snacks I put for the chickens, and then they all take off again and wait until the next day until I replenish the food. I've had enough of that. All right. I also cut the pipes over there on the auto feeder in between the holes that I used to have, where just one chicken could put their head through there, because I have a feeling that at nighttime the smaller critters are getting in there and going inside of there and living in the thing. So I wanted to make sure I opened it up enough so that it didn't make a nice house anymore. And I got the covers on there, so I'm going to start covering it at night. So what else did I do today? Well, you know me as G Bear from G Bear's Off-Grid Ways. Well, now it can, AKA, or also known as, the raker of a half an acre. Yeah, that's what I did today. Look at all the raking I did. All through Andy's parking space. And look at all the piles of rock tree leaves I got. I got piles of rock tree leaves everywhere around here. What do you think of that carrying on you? Anyway, yeah, there's rock tree leaf piles everywhere. So I raked all of this today. And I started at 8:30 this morning, and it is now probably almost 5 p.m. and I quit just before I started recording this video. But boy, what a job. And I feel like I've been lifting weights all day, so my arms are going to be sore in the morning. But hey, I'm going to get toned up a little bit. I'm going to look like a muscle beach guy. Anyway, yeah, I raked all the way up to the lights going across to the workout area. And the workout area held up through all the winds, so that's pretty cool. And then I got all the way up to here. I'm not worried about the rest of this because this very seldom gets used except for when the water truck comes in. But I will get to it and rake it up and get the rocks out of there and rake down some of those ridges over there that the water truck made last time. And oh my God, I'm standing in some soft sand there, and it almost felt like my my flip-flops were glued to the ground. The powder was so fine it was causing a vacuum under. Huh, interesting. Anyway, oh yeah, I got to bring my bucket back down to the cabin. So all of this has been raked all the way around the back of the campers, all the way around the back of that camper, all the way through Andy's area and almost down to the chicken coop and all through here. So a lot of raking, a lot more to go. I figure if it took me a whole day to do half an acre, and that should take me 20 days, oh no, 40 days to do 20 acres, right? Did I get my math right? All right. Anybody has any comments, don't forget to leave them below. Any questions, leave them below. And special thanks to Robert Klein for his donation to my cause. He used the PayPal me / G-Bear homesteading account that I have and sent me a little something, and that helped out. It's really greatly appreciated because you know, living on retirement on a Social Security check every month, that's kind of tough to make ends meet. Of course, that's why I don't pay an electric bill. That's why I don't pay rent. That's why I don't pay mortgage. That's why I don't pay anything. It's hard to live on that little bit of money. But hey, that's what happens when you're self-employed your whole life, right? All right, everybody. This is G Bear reminding you to give me a thumbs up down there, please. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. And nothing to really save on this one, but I'm loving the weather out here. It was all chilly, 43 degrees when I got up this morning, but that's okay. I had already fired the heater off the night before, and it didn't run all night long until first thing in the morning when I walked past it. I guess I brought enough cold air out of the bedroom to go past it. And it fired on for a little while, but it was already 69 in the cabin. And it brought it up to about 71, 72, somewhere in that area. And then it shut off again. So I didn't use much propane last night. And I finally switched over from that bottle that I put in last December. I switched to the second bottle, the full bottle, not because the first one was empty though. I still had propane in there, But because we're going into the really cold temps at night, and I've got a heater turned on, I didn't want it to run out of fuel in the middle of the night and wake up to freezing temperatures in the cabin. So I switched over just to be on the safe side. And if there's a little bit left in that other tank, who cares? When I fill it up, that's that much less I have to pay for, right? G-Bear, signing off.